you'd survive Ghostface? Don't bet on it. In today's video, we bring you something that you and I and every horror movie fan has wondered at some point. How would I do against my favorite horror movie bat? Wonder no more, because today we bring you top 6 horror movie monsters that would wipe you out instantly. Let's begin.
Let's go.
At number 6, we have Ghostface, my favorite mass menace from my favorite horror franchise. The unique and good thing about Ghostface is that he's human, which immediately increases your chances of survivability off the bat. Ghostface is always one or more humans hiding in plain sight, wearing a costume, and fueled by obsession, jealousy, revenge, or pure psychotic thrill. Ghostface usually starts off with a psychological torment, often initiating contact through a phone call.
What's your favorite scary movie?
His distorted voice teasing, mocking, and eventually threatening you before the physical attack even begins. It might seem like just another creepy call to you, but in reality, it's him playing with his food before he eats it. Or in this case, starts carving you up like the world's most uncooperative roast turkey. When he finally comes after you, Ghostface will be fast, aggressive, and relentless. He will get intimately close to you, overpowering you easily. He doesn't rely on supernatural power, but rather on the element of surprise, speed, and pure, unadulterated rage. Ghostface strikes when you are alone and vulnerable. He will lurk in the shadows, hide in the closets, wherever he can. The kill, when it comes, could be sudden, like a swift throat slash. Or it could be drawn out, with you being chased through the house, screaming and tripping and struggling until his blade finally finds you. Unless you are lucky enough to get away like our queen, Sydney, you are a goner. As Ghostface's identity is always hidden until the end, you might not even know who it is. You may have unknowingly trusted the person or persons behind the mask, like many of our final girls in Scream did before getting attacked. Ghostface is horror-born from within the circle of friends and family, and when he finally strikes, it's usually too late to fight back. The knife is already in your gut, and the last thing you see is that ghoulish mask. So for Ghostface, your survivability is a solid 7 out of 10.
We also covered 6 horror movies that are so dumb, they're absolutely perfect. Go laugh and scream with us.
Stepping out of Crystal Lake at number 5, we have the deadly, unstoppable killing machine Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th franchise. Towering over you with his massive frame and hiding behind a blank, emotionless hockey mask, Jason kills with a simple, efficient brutality that makes him one of the most terrifying slashers in the history of horror movies. He might not have Ghostface's aura, but Jason managed to instill fear in his victims with his appearance and his brutal and efficient method of dispatching them into the next life. You are in a world of trouble if Jason's after you. His sheer physical strength is enough to dominate anyone. He can crush skulls with his bare hands, snap spines, and throw people through windows or against trees with bone-breaking force. Once Jason has you in his grip, you're as good as dead. His trademark weapon is his matchet, which he can use to cleave skulls in two, but Jason's an artist who prefers to use a myriad of tools. He uses whatever he can get his hands on: axes, pitchforks, knives, spears, and even his bare fists. Remember that one time he punched a man's head clean off? For some with inhuman strength and merciless efficiency, he can get super creative when he feels like it. With his hulking size, you'd think he would be clumsy, but Jason is a master of stealth and surprise. He's nearly silent and could emerge from the shadows or water when you least expect it. Unfortunately for you, his hunting ground, Camp Crystal Lake, is filled with forests, cabins, and dark hallways, which is prime lurker estate. Another terrifying thing on top of the many we've discussed, Jason murders without rhyme or reason. The only people he seems to spare are children, as seen on Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Jason spares Tommy, which results in his ultimate demise. They go on to have a fatal foes dynamic throughout the series, which ultimately ends in Tommy as the winner when he chains Jason to the bottom of Crystal Lake. So for Jason, your survivability is 5 out of 10 if you're not Tommy Jarvis. Number 4, Leatherface. Leaving Crystal Lake behind, we are now entering the world of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Leatherface at number 4. What differentiates Leatherface from other horror villains is how he's driven by a mixture of childlike confusion, deep-seated fear, and his violent instinct. His methods of killing are visceral, disturbing, and often extremely fast. When he strikes, it's with overwhelming power, not precision. His most well-known weapon is, of course, the chainsaw, which is not just a tool of murder, but a symbol of his madness. With his chainsaw, he is going to absolutely mutilate you. His chainsaw will rip through flesh and bone in a matter of seconds. He might even drive it straight into your chest or back, depending on what he feels at the moment. Or he might use it to sever limbs or slice your body in half if he feels particularly adventurous. The chainsaw isn't his only weapon though. He has the ingenious ability to kill with ordinary, even domestic tools. He's been known to use hammers, meat hooks, cleavers, and even his bare hands. Remember when he smashed a man's skull with a sledgehammer in the original 1974 film? This abrupt violence is Leatherface's style. He won't toy with you or talk to you. He'll kill you quickly, messily, and with horrifying force. Dude cuts through the bullshit and gets straight to the bloody point. But there are also times he doesn't always go for the instant kill. He used to work in a slaughterhouse, so he might decide to treat you like livestock, which is not the upgrade you think it is. He'll hang you on a meat hook, either to immobilize you before killing, or as a way to slowly let you die, making it that much more horrifying. Unlike Freddy or Ghostface, Leatherface doesn't stalk or plan. He reacts. His attacks often come in a frenzy, triggered by fear, noise, or intrusion. This unpredictability makes him terrifying and deadly. You might get lulled into a false sense of calm, and then suddenly he'll burst out from behind a wall or doorway, chainsaw roaring, screaming behind his mask of human skin. There's no clever escape. Once you're in his space, death is nearly guaranteed, whether it's a sledgehammer to the skull, a chainsaw to the gut, or a meat hook through the back. We'll put your chances of escaping from Leatherface at a solid 4 out of 10. At number 3, we have the paragon of pure, unrelenting evil, Michael Myers, the silent killer from the Halloween franchise. Here's what Michael's different from other horror villains who may be acting out of vengeance, trauma, or even misguided justice. He kills without explanation, without hesitation, and without remorse. His presence brings with him an eerie stillness, with his emotionless white mask and his almost supernatural ability to move with slow precision, always catching up to his victims no matter how fast they can run. He'll stalk you from distance at first, watching you from shadows and through the windows. You won't even realize you're being hunted until it's far too late. Slowly, patiently, he'll corner you until suddenly he's right behind you and there's no escape. And you're getting brutally stabbed with his iconic kitchen knife. He will drive that knife into you with cold force, pinning you to the wall. His violence is swift but deeply personal, making you look into the eyes of his blank mask as your life leaves your body. But Michael Myers is not limited to a knife. He actually can kill with whatever is at hand. Garden tools, fire pokers, glass shards, even his bare hands. With his supernatural strength, he can crush skulls, strangle victims into silence, or snap necks with a single twist. He can get creative with his violence, using brute force to push your head through a fence, smash your body against a wall, or stomp your skull until it caves in. Honestly, from Jason to Michael, these guys aren't picky. He can appear in places you consider safe, like homes, hospitals, schools, and turn your place of comfort and safety into a killing ground. He is the embodiment of senseless evil. He kills simply because that is what he does. His silent approach means you might not even realize you're alone with him until the last second, when you feel that cold, silent stare. Slowly, methodically, he will hunt you until you are cornered and have no venue of escape left. When he decides to kill, nothing can stop him, and nothing can save you. You might have a 3 out of 10 chance of surviving. Coming towards the end at number 2, we have the Xenomorph, the alien from the Alien franchise. A masterpiece of predatory evolution, Xenomorph kills with terrifying efficiency, guided by instinct and an eerie intelligence. It doesn't rely on weapons because the Xenomorph itself is a weapon. Its body is a perfect blend of stealth, power, and lethal design. Every part of it is built to hunt, capture, and kill with precision. There is no rage or vengeance behind its killing. Its purpose is simply survival and domination. The Xenomorph's killing process begins long before its adult form emerges. It will start as a parasite. The face hugger will latch onto you, its living host implanting an embryo into your body. You may not even realize what has happened until it's too late. Hours or days later, the chest burster will violently rip through your ribcage in a spray of blood and agony, killing you instantly. For the Xenomorph, that's only the beginning. Once it reaches maturity, it becomes an apex predator. If you were lucky enough to not be its living host, your luck is now going to run out. It will silently stalk corridors, vent shafts, or any dark place where you might be hiding. It doesn't need to see you, as it can sense heat, movement, and fear. Its black and glossy exoskeleton will allow it to blend seamlessly into shadows, giving it a terrifying advantage in stealth. You won't even see it coming. You'll be pulled into darkness with lightning speed before you can even scream, dragged away either to be killed outright or cocooned for later. The Xenomorph's physiology is another lesson in horror and another disadvantage for you, because it has a secondary set of retractable jaws within its mouth. When it strikes, the inner jaw will punch forward with enough force to smash through you, body and bone. Instant, horrifying death, no need for inefficient things like mutilation or torture. You will be gone and the alien will disappear again, leaving only silence and blood. The Xenomorph's tail is just as deadly, just as capable of striking, impaling, or slicing you brutally. It uses its clawed limbs for relentless movement, helping it scale walls, ceilings, and tight spaces, making it possible for it to reach its prey from any angle. Its acidic blood is another weapon it can use against you. If you've somehow managed to wound it, don't count yourself lucky just yet. Its blood will act as a defense mechanism, burning through metal, flesh, and bone, backfiring horribly, making even defensive moves risky. Its blend of logic and savagery, combined with its weaponized physiology, make Xenomorph a terrifying monster capable of wiping you out instantly. You cannot apply human fallacies to its alien nature. It just waits, hunts, and kills with emotionless precision. We'll give you a paltry 2 out of 10 chance of survival if you're up against Xenomorph.
Support the channel by liking and subscribing. It helps more than you think.
Number 1, Freddy Krueger. Last but not least, at number 1, we have Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. All our other monsters can be fought in real world, but Freddy is special. He will not stalk you in the real world with physical weapons. Freddy is a supernatural entity who is the master of dreams. He'll wait until you fall asleep, and that's when he'll invade your mind, when you are the most vulnerable. If you die in a dream at Freddy's hands, you will die in real life. You cannot escape him because no matter what you do, no matter how long you stay awake, sleep is unavoidable. Eventually, you will drift off, and that's when Freddy will get you. Freddy will begin by taunting you in your dreams, slowly breaking down your sense of reality. He'll appear in strange, surreal forms, twisting familiar places into nightmarish landscapes. He'll play with your fears, using your past traumas, phobias, and memories against you. He'll take the form of people you trust to attack you, and his method is psychological torment. He'll enjoy your fear and terror and use it to get more powerful. This power makes Freddy capable of warping the dream world in any way he wants, changing the laws of physics, summoning creatures, manipulating time, and turning anything into a weapon. When he decides to kill you after feasting on your fear, he might let the dream do his job, turning it into a terrifying deathscape, or he might use a weapon. His creativity means he always finds new ways to kill, enjoying the process. He will mock and taunt you as he plays with your mind or body. For Freddy, every death is a performance, a twisted show designed to horrify and entertain him. He is our number one because there's just no escaping him. You cannot run or hide in your dreams. You must either find a way to wake yourself up or pull him into the real world where he's vulnerable. But doing that requires immense courage, timing, sacrifice, and a lot of luck. It is unlikely you will get the chance. You'll fall asleep thinking of having a quick nap or a peaceful rest, and instead wake up screaming, if you wake up at all. We're giving you a 1 out of 10 chance of surviving Dream Master Freddy. There you go, folks. That's a wrap on our top 6 horror movie monsters that could wipe you out instantly. Let us know in the comments what you think about our ranking. We would love to hear how you would rank your favorite horror movie monsters. Until next time.